Hey guys, this is breaking news from Karl's own Discord channel. Karl says, cause my total legal fees were going to be huge. Yeah, the lawyer effing took you to the laundromat, not just me. Sorry, that happened in all seriousness. If you think I had excessive fees, you don't know what Billy's costs were. And Billy has been very silent as to how much his lawyer cost. At one point in time, we know that Billy's lawyer cost half of what Karl Jobst' lawyer cost. Now, that may not have continued. Based on what Karl Jobst is saying, Billy's lawyer actually cost more than his. Now, how much did his lawyers cost? His lawyers cost $700,000. According to Karl Jobst, Knotts paid $300,000 of that money. That's far as public knowledge is as far as I know. Knotts' assistant took liberties or something, I assume. I will mention in a future video anyway, but my total legal fees are almost $700,000. Knotts paid $300,000. That's nice of him. My feelings are irrelevant to the decision, just thought it would have gone down that way instead. I wouldn't otherwise make it public, but I assume people are lying and saying he covered it all and just spent the GoFundMe money on myself or something. So in a future video, I'll list out how much I'm out of pocket. So according to Karl Jobst, his total legal fees are actually almost 700,000. Let's just say 700,000. Knotts paid $300,000 of it, which is less than the amount, obviously, legal fees. Here he says, if you think I had excessive fees, you don't know what Billy's costs were. I thought Billy's lawyers cost less, just my personal thought. But to hear from you, that's his lawyers also cost that much. What is going on in Australia? Again, that's unconfirmed, obviously. Wait, he paid more? See? Billy paid more than me. So this is a groundbreaking this is crazy because the math is completely wrong from what we expected if this is true. So if Karl Jobst had paid $700,000 and Billy Mitchell's lawyers paid $700,000 at least, right? So more, the question then becomes how much more? That's $1.4 million in just legal fees that Karl Jobst is on the hook for, and another $400,000 of damages, making it a total of $1.8 million of money that Karl Jobst needs to pay. Almost $2 million. So I thought the verdict was going to be around $1 million because I assumed that Billy Mitchell, and I wrongfully assumed that Billy Mitchell's legal fees were only 300-ish, maybe 350. I've cited 400, right, to make that round number, that make that legal fee a round number of 1 million. But if this is true, and why would Karl lie about this? This is obviously not good for him. Then we are talking about a devastating verdict. We are talking about a verdict 1.8 million, where 700,000 was Karl's own legal fees. Billy Mitchell's legal fees were, again, greater than that, according to Karl, 700,000. And Karl definitely at this point in time would 100% know what Billy Mitchell's legal fees are, because how else would he pay for it? And then the damages, the ruling was 400,000. So that would be a whopping 1.8 million, nearly $2 million, right? That's a ton of money that Karl Jobst has lost. In a separate video, and I think we're probably going to just have to separate the two videos. We're going to talk about whether or not this is the final appeal. And according to Karl, it is the final appeal, at least according to his email. I'm going to read it to you. This is all coming fresh in my inbox today, so that's why. And that actually came in two different emails because it came in that way. I mean, if it's about Billy Mitchell, there might be appeal. No. Everything that you're curious about will be known, though. The time for appeal has lapsed. Damn, so the verdict is final? I wonder if his initials being BM had anything to do with the South Park making Billy into poop, bono. It's final, he says. So in Karl's Discord channel, they have, and again, Karl's Discord channel would not necessarily be a place where people would be talking negatively. Therefore, I don't know, maybe it's a smokescreen, but I don't really see the point of said smokescreen. I mean, it's not really like you're rallying the troops for another fight, right? It's more like, okay, we got crushed, guys. What are we going to do now? Does anyone have any ideas? So number one, again, according to the Discord channel, and I don't think Karl's going to lie. There's no point. There's just no point in lying right now. Let me screenshot that for you in case you guys want to know. So you got members, so you still have members that are still making fun of Billy Mitchell over there, even though it's not really relevant to the discussion. They're just kind of doing it to do it. And I really wonder, so another thing I wonder is like if Billy Mitchell could sue Karl again. So if the damages are what Karl is, this is kind of math, right? If you guys have a different calculation, let me know, but this is the calculation I have in my head. If this is the math, and it's $700,000 for Karl in legal fees, and $700,000 for Billy Mitchell or more, right? This math is the least amount of damages that Karl would need to pay. That's $1.4 million in simply legal fees. Then you got $300,000 plus $50,000 aggravated damages, and the interest on top around a $400,000 mark. If Knott's really only pays $300,000 of this, Karl is on the hook for $1.5 million. Then you take away $200,000. Karl's on the hook for $1.3 million. Like, this would be actually a much more devastating loss than Karl, because the assumption I had was Billy Mitchell's attorney would cost at least half, but probably a little bit more. I assumed it was $400,000 for the estimates I made. But $700,000 is another $300,000, which may not seem a lot, but that is basically damages. Over. This is a groundbreaking verdict, and according to Karl, he's not going to appeal it. The ruling is final, and that is also the documents that we see. We do not see an appeal come in. Everything that you're curious about will be known, though. The time for appeal has lapsed. Damn, so the verdict is final. In response to that, it's final. So maybe his lawyer said there was nothing to appeal. This is very, very groundbreaking news, in my opinion, because there's these questions that we all wanted to know have now been answered. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Bye, guys.